Hey guys, Rusty over here, and today I'm going to be showing you 75 super easy to obtain mounts so you can start working towards your Frenzied Feltalon, which is the reward for getting 500 mounts in the game, or if at some point in the future, Shadowlands, or even further on, depending when you're watching this video, if they ever add a 500 mount achievement, or so on. Now, if this guide does help you, hey, let me know in the comments down below, and also give the video a like, and if you also have mounts that are also that you think are easy to obtain that I didn't put in this guide, let me know in the comments down below. And again, this is going to be a multi-part series. This is part 1, so stay tuned for more by subscribing to the channel. So, let's get right into the guide. Now, most of these mounts are going to come from your faction's racial mounts. Now, this is by far the easiest chunk of mounts that you guys can get. So, let's look at the Horde, for example. Taurens and Trolls give 6 mounts each, Orcs, Undead, and Blood Elves give 7 mounts, the Goblins give only 2 mounts, although they're still very easy to get, and the Pandas give 12 mounts for a total of 47 mounts, and obviously all that is going to be mirrored on the Alliance. Now, in order to be able to buy these mounts, you need to be exalted with that race, or for some of them, that race is city. So, for example, for Orcs, you need to be exalted with Orgrimmar to buy their mounts, Undead, Undercity, so on, so forth, and again, obviously that is all mirrored on the Alliance. Now, in order to start gaining reputation, you need to go and buy that race's tabard, and once you equip the tabard, you will start gaining reputation with that race every time you kill a mob and a dungeon boss, until eventually you get exalted and you can buy that race's mounts. Now, I am going to show you in the video, I'll have the map up as well, where every single vendor is that sells the tabard, so if you're not sure where they are, you can pause the video, look on the map, and then go and buy the tabard. Now, let's start it off with the Horde. Orcs come from Orgrimmar, Undead come from Orgrimmar, Trolls are in Orgrimmar, Pandas, Orgrimmar, Goblins are all in Orgrimmar. So you can buy 5 of the tabards for 5 of the races inside of Orgrimmar. So again, I'll have it up on the video where you guys can look there. Now, for Tauren, you're going to have to go to Thunderbluff and buy it from the Thunderbluff Quartermaster. And for the Blood Elves, you're going to buy the Silvermoon Tabard, which is, by the way, in Silvermoon. And that's it for the Horde. Let's move on for the Alliance. Humans, Pandas, Gilneans, and Night Elves all come from Stormwind. Night Elves and Gilneans moved next to the Stormwind Embassy after, Teldrassil went up in flames. Now, the Gnomes and Dwarves are both going to be in Ironforge. I believe they're next to each other. I'll have it in the video for you guys. And the Draenei are going to come from the Exodar. So again, guys, in the video, I'll have the location of every map we'll have the map up for every location of the vendor for you guys. So you can pause the video if you're not sure where the vendors are to buy the tabards, and you can go ahead and get the tabards. Now, once you have all the tabards, go ahead and equip one, and you're going to want to head over to the Botanica. Now, I'm going to use the Orgrimmar one for the Orcs as an example. So, make sure the dungeon, the Botanica, is on normal mode, since you are going to be wanting to do this 10 times per hour, as that is the instance cap. Once you're in there, kill every trash mob and all the bosses, and you will gain a ton of rep for whichever faction or whichever race's tabard that you're wearing. Again, using Orcs as the example, it would be Orgrimmar. And now you're going to want to keep running the Botanica until you hit Exalted with whichever race's tabard you're wearing. Now, this should take you about 14 runs if memory serves correctly. It's super, super quick. You might have to wait a little bit if you hit instance cap once you do the 10 per hour, but it shouldn't be that long of a wait. And once you're exalted, go ahead over to the vendor and you can buy all the mounts. Again, in this video, I will show you the location of every vendor, so you can pause the video and go ahead and see where all the vendors are to buy the mounts once you are eventually exalted. So again, guys, just to refresh your minds, go ahead, you want to do this for every single race. Equip the tabard, head over to Botanica, clear the dungeon until you are exalted, and once you clear it with one tabard, remove the tabard, go ahead and buy the mounts, or I guess equip the other tabards, and keep running Botanica until you're eventually exalted with all of your faction's races. Then head over to the vendors and buy all the mounts. Again, guys, this is 47 mounts for maybe, I don't know, 6 hours of work. Not even. That's really like pushing it. Maybe closer to 7, I guess, since maybe because of the instance cap. But this is something you could do super, super quick. And once you hit instance cap, you can maybe log on to another character and start working on some of the other easy mounts that I'll be showing you in this guide. Again, guys, there's no reason you really shouldn't have these faction mounts. They're incredibly easy to get. And also, just a reminder, I will have the maps in the videos for all the vendor locations for the tabards and also the vendor locations for the mounts. So you can go ahead and just pause the video and and see where they are if you're not sure where to get them. 47 mounts, guys. Very easy to get. Go and get them. Now, moving on to the next set of mounts, you're going to want to head over to the Dalaran mount vendor, May Francis. Now, I am going to be showing you the one in the Wrath of the Lich King Dalaran. However, I believe the Legion Dalaran vendor is in the exact same spot and sells the exact same mounts. Now, all these prices are going to be with the Exalted discount. I believe Exalted with the Kirin Tor. However, it's not, to be honest, it's not that much of a discount except for maybe one of them, so it's really not that big of a deal. Anyways, head over to the mount vendor, May Francis, and you're going to buy 11 mounts total here. Now, most of them are going to be either the Wind Riders for the Horde or the Griffins for the Alliance. There's going to be 8 total there. So go ahead and buy all of them. 7 of them are incredibly cheap. One of them is 1,600 gold. However, guys, 1,600 gold you can make very, very easily. I do have gold guides on my channel for all these, by the way. Although all these you can make the amount of gold very easily by simply running Warlords of General raids, vendoring all the gear, getting all that raw gold, and also maybe doing heroic Skyreach runs and heroic Iron Docks runs. Now, buy all the Wind Riders or Griffins, depending on your faction, and you're also going to buy the Armored Brown Bear for 600 gold, the Woolly Mammoth for 8,000 gold, and getting a little more expensive, but you also have the Traveler's Tundra Mammoth for 16,000 gold, or 20,000 if you're not exalted with, again, I believe the Kirin Tor. Now, for some of you, that might seem like a lot of gold. I don't know. Maybe you're a newer player. That might seem like a lot of gold. Again, I do have gold guys on my channel. If you want, go ahead and check those out. That will help you out, but simply, just go ahead and run Warlords of Draenor old raids. Clear the whole raid, vendor all the gear, and you'll make enough raw gold to buy all 11 of these mounts. Again, guys, these mounts are very easy to get. Very easy mounts. 11 mounts to your collection. Simple enough. Go buy the mounts. Now, moving on to the next set of mounts, this is going to be 4 mounts total. This is simply the AhnQiraj mounts, the resonating crystals. So head over to AhnQiraj. It does have to be AQ 40, not 20. So the instance on the right, again, I'll show you on the map in the video if you're not sure which one it is. And essentially, this doesn't come from the bosses. You're going to want to clear all the trash, and every trash mob that drops loot has a chance to drop these resonating crystals. You could get the green one, the red one, the blue one, and the yellow one. The red one is slightly more rare than the others, although you should be able to get all 4 of these crystals in one run. If you don't, either wait till next week if you have one character, or if you even have like a level 100 all, maybe even lower, you can simply just go ahead and run it one more time. Again, guys, these mounts have an incredibly high drop chance from the trash mobs in AQ 40, so clear all the trash and you should be able to get 4 easy mounts for your collection. Simple enough. Now, moving on to the next set of mounts, and that's going to come from the PvP Honor mounts. So these are the old mounts that used to cost Honor back when Honor points were a thing. However, now each mount will cost 15 marks of Honor, which is what the currency that you get from doing Battlegrounds and Arena. Essentially, it's the PvP currency. Now, for the Horde, head over to Orgrimmar, and for the Alliance, head over to Stormwind. And again, in the video, I will show you, if you guys want to pause the video, I'll show you on the map where each vendor is located, and you can go ahead and buy the mounts. Now, again, guys, these do cost 15 marks of Honor each, which is fairly easy to get. Just do some Battlegrounds, do some Arenas, and you'll earn yourself 5 easy mounts that you can buy off the vendor. Simple enough. Now, let's move on to the next 2 mounts, which are both going to come from the same vendor, and that comes from Uncle Big Pocket, I think that's his name, in Kunlai Summit. Now, he's going to sell 3 mammoth mounts. However, one of them does cost 120,000 gold. That's maybe a little bit like, that's like maybe part 3. That's like a part 3 of this series. So for now, you're just going to buy the 2 other yaks that he sells for 3,000 gold, total of 6,000 gold. If you were able to buy the Traveler's Tundra Mammoth from the Dalaran Mount Vendor, you should be able to make enough gold to buy both of these mounts. Again, if you're not sure how to make this gold, I do have gold guides on my channel, or just go ahead and run some WoD raids. So you're Mr. Pandaria, go ahead and run some Mr. Pandaria raids, vendor all the gear, and you should make enough raw gold to go ahead and buy both of these mounts. This is 2 super easy mounts that you could add to your collection. Start working towards that 400 mount achievement. Now let's move on to some more mounts that you don't get from a vendor, and that's going to be the Black and Twilight Drake, which both come from the Obsidian Sanctum from Sartharon, I forgot his name, the big black dragon that you kill without killing the 3 drakes in the room. So again, guys, go into the raid and you'll see those 3 purple drakes, the Twilight Drakes. Don't kill them, just go straight ahead, annihilate the dragon in front of you, chop his head off, which I guess you really don't do. I guess there's not an elixir in the farm, but you get the point. Kill the dragon and then loot him, and he should drop one of the mounts. Now, the Black Drake comes from the 10-player version, and the Twilight Drake comes from the 25-player version. So technically, you cannot do both of these on 1 character per week, but if you have an alt, you could do it on, you could do that, or you could simply just wait till the next week and then do it again, and then get both of these mounts. Again, Black Drake comes from 10-player. Twilight Drake comes from 25 player. Don't kill the 3 Drakes around the room. Just kill the big boss in the middle, and then you will get the mount. Simple enough. Sticking to the theme of Drake mounts, let's move on to the next one, which is going to be the Bronze Drake. Now for this, head over to the Caverns of Time, and you're going to want to go into the Culling of Stratholme dungeon on heroic difficulty. Now, essentially, you want to clear the entire dungeon until eventually you get to the last boss room where you would go straight ahead and then you would fight Mal'Ganis. And instead of going in there, you want to keep going to the left area, and there's going to be a infinite dragon torturing some other dragon. Basically, there's going to be an infinite dragon there. Go ahead and kill him. And he has a 100% drop chance to kill the mount. The only thing to note, you do have a time limit on this, but it's something like 20 or 30 minutes. Guys, listen, if you can't clear this dungeon in 20 or 30 minutes, you're probably level 5. Maybe even level 4. Essentially, guys, it's super easy. Just clear the dungeon till the end. Keep going left. Don't go into the final boss room. Kill the infinite dragon. Get the mount. GG. Moving on to another dungeon mount that you could get, very easy one, is going to be the Amani Battle Bear. So head over to Zolaman in the Ghostlands. Again, make sure the dungeon is on heroic difficulty. Enter the dungeon, talk to Vol'jin, then both of you are going to start beating on the drum to start. He's going to open the gate, and again, you're going to be on a bit of a time limit here, although once again, it is a super long time limit. It starts out at 18, but eventually it'll get to like 20 minutes and up. So you need to kill, there's 4 bosses you need to kill. You want to head over to the top left corner first and go ahead and kill the Eagle boss. Free the troll from the cage, or the dude from the cage. I forgot if it's a troll or not. Then you want to go ahead and kill the bear boss. Simple enough. Again, I'll show all these locations on the map in the order that you need to kill them. Free the guy from the cage again. Head over to the 3rd boss. Kill him. Free the guy from the cage. Then you want to head over to the Lynx boss, or essentially the cat boss. And it's important that you do this boss last. Otherwise, you will not get the mount. Kill the Lynx boss, and then you're going to free the troll from the cage. And then you're going to talk to her. She's going to start breaking all the vases around the room. The first 2 are just going to have gold on the ground, or just going to have gold on the ground, actually more like silver on the ground. And then the 3rd vase she will break will drop a bag, and in that bag, go ahead and loot it, and you will get your Amani Battle Bear. Again, make sure you just follow the order in the video. I will show you on the map the order of the bosses that you need to kill, and make sure you free all the people in the cages, and then you will very easily get this mount. Now let's get another wolf mount, because we all love wolves, right? Let's collect as many wolves as we can get. Head over to the western end of Frostfire Ridge in Draenor, and in these little trees, or in this tree area, you're going to have this giant-ass wolf next to all these other small wolves. The giant-ass wolf, his name is going to be AhnQiraj. Go ahead and kill it. Should die very easily if you're 120. It has a 100% drop chance to essentially drop itself, except the mount is called Garn Night Howl. Now, AhnQiraj does have a pretty high spawn rate, so chances are he will be up when you go over there. If not, just check back later, or you can go ahead and wait for him to spawn. The spawn rate is very high. So go ahead, kill AhnQiraj, get the mount, learn the mount, mount it, be happy. So the last mount that I have for you guys for this video is going to be the Coalfist Grondling. Now this mount does come from Garrison mission tables. However, guys, let's be honest, no one wants to do Garrison mission tables, especially if you don't already have a rank 3 Garrison with decent followers, with decent gear. If you have that, you can wait for the mission to spawn, go ahead. But chances are, guys, you don't have that. Just go ahead and buy the mount off the auction house. Obviously prices are going to vary on your server, but for Emerald Dream, for example, I usually see the mount selling for around 4,000, between 4,000 and 4,500 gold. It's a very cheap mount you can buy in the auction house. And again, chances are if you bought the Traveler's Tundra Mammoth from Dalaran, you have the gold to buy this mount. So go to the auction house, search up Coalfist Grondling, buy the mount, and that's another super easy mount that you have for your collection. Start working towards mount number 400. So there you go, guys. There's 75 super incredibly easy mounts that you can get to start working towards your 400 mount achievement, or again, if you're watching this in the future, 500 mounts, or 600, or 700. You know what? 1,000 mounts. Why is there not already an achievement for 1,000 mounts? Anyways, guys, I do hope this guide helped you. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave a comment down below. Also, if you have another easy mount that I didn't put in the video, maybe I'll put it in the next part. Let me know in the comments down below. If the guide helped you, throw it a like. And if you're not subscribed to the channel and you want to see the next part, hey, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, guys, bye-bye. Yeah, right, dude. You think I'm gonna forget? You think I'm gonna forget? Not a chance, boys. Halo 3 was the best Halo. Listen, guys. Halo 2 was number 2. Reach was pretty damn close. I still flip-flop back and forth on that, but Halo 3? There's no beating Halo 3. Halo 3 was the best Halo. There's no question. It's a fact. I'm sorry you could disagree. You're wrong. You have a wrong opinion. Anyways, guys, until next time. Bye-bye.